everyone. I'm Jeremy, the host of Untold Stories podcast. And this podcast is obviously about the untold stories of business leaders in this region, particularly in Singapore, Malaysia. And today, I have Mr. Jin of Reskills. And this platform is an online learning platform in 70 countries. Can you believe it? It has a big pool of students and a lot of mentors that are teaching on the platform as well. And I mean, that's just some parts of it. He is obviously very recognized in Malaysia. He was a G40 top 40 young entrepreneur. He has won multiple awards with Reskills. This guy is prolific. I don't even dare ask what his age is because he'll put me to shame. But anyways, welcoming Jin today to the podcast.
Hello. Hi, Jeremy. Thank you so much for the invitation.
It's a pleasure. And today, I mean, the podcast is all about like your untold stories about the funny, the sad, the breakthroughs, everything else in between. So we're going to jump straight into things and talk about Reskills and yourself. So let's talk about Reskills. I mean, share with us, how did you build Reskills? Why is it so powerful a company today?
Hi everyone. Just want to introduce myself first. My name is Jin Tan, the CEO and founder of Reskills. So I'm not very young. This year I'm already 40.
Oh, that's too young.
40 is the age that right in the middle that
That's
I have
right.
done a lot of things before. Right, I came with a lot of experience. Already done quite some works, career in the market. So I come with this experience background when I started Reskills. It's very important because I always say I'm not day one doing this thing. A million, 70 countries. It's because I already done certain things. I know what to do. So I bring all my experience, my what I call whatever I know into Reskills. The whole story, like I untold story about this, right? It's really started because of pandemic.
Okay.
And it's really started by accident. It's
So
not
only
like
3-4 years ago.
Yeah. So
Wow.
we just celebrate our 4 years anniversary.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really by accidentally. It's not that, I really want to do this for long. No. I was still working in a public listed company during the pandemic. So when one day, pandemic lockdown, together with the family, we start talking. I say, hey, why don't we start doing our thing for ourselves? Because I'm still working for someone.
Sure.
My dad was doing something for other people as a corporate advisor. So that why don't you come in and help me? I think of an idea. Not that already have. I think of an idea. Let's do something big in 5 years.
Okay.
And then I start simply talk. I go back. I told my wife, I want to resign. She said, what?
What kind of life crisis do you have?
He say people are losing job. People are. I voluntarily resign. He said, are you? I say, yeah. I say, yeah. Are you kidding? He said, why? I say, pandemic. Because I was in the tech for the last 13 years.
Yeah.
Pandemic equal to tech industry will boom.
Yeah.
But the question is, what I need to do.
Yeah,
It's a real story. Yeah, I know it will boom. What I need to do? Market already people doing a lot of things, blah.
Yeah.
So it took me 6 months to figure out, wow, I already resigned. I got a 6-month period to think about that.
Okay.
So I make the resignation first and then rented an office. The office was rented before the idea came.
Wow, that's quite unique. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You're so confident, huh?
It's not a confidence. It's like in life, when you see the opportunity, it's like I know this is my chance. I know this is I go all in.
Okay.
If I don't go all in today, Reskills, you won't see what is it today.
Fair enough.
So that's where we start to research, and then I saw a opportunity that's called the education, where it's not digitalization yet, and it's left behind, and then the school, the learners, everything is like very lag behind. That's where I come in. I saw that's opportunity. I say, okay, education plus technology, we call edutech. This is big for the next 10 years.
Okay.
So that's where I go all in on this. That's how Reskills was born.
Okay. So how did Reskills grow to so many countries and so many students? How did that all happen in that 4-year period?
If you ask me this question, it's interesting. I always give you the same answer. Because we're doing what the market want, not doing what we want.
Okay.
I always say online education is it's a very challenged kind of industry.
That's what I always thought.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
A lot of people try to do the easy way.
Yeah.
I go another way. That's where, if you understand Reskills, we are on a subscription.
Yes.
We are the first one that conduct everyday live classes every day. That means today, tomorrow, non-stop one in different
How many
topics.
classes a day?
2 to 3 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So every day there's that. It's like a buffet style everyday live classes. You don't even know tomorrow. I mean, but you won't, because of you like this class, you come in.
Okay.
That's where the market doing. I like finance. I will go and buy on finance.
Yeah.
Here is different. Today is finance, tomorrow is creative, next day is public speaking, the next day can be makeup, can be image, can be cooking,
I
can be
see.
health. It's all kind of
So a
variety like buffet
buffet
style.
of learning that they can get.
Yes,
Wow. Okay.
that
Okay.
and then we do recorded videos, conferences, talks, entrepreneur talks, so on and so on. Everything in multiple language.
Okay.
That's where I'm
Oh.
special.
Okay.
We have Chinese, we have
Alright.
Bahasa, Vietnam, Thai. That's where the localization bring a lot of difference.
Wow. Okay.
Including my killing point is I charge only $1 a month.
Kidding. $1. I can go and learn actually. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, then how do you grow and build a platform to the size and the growth that it has when you're only charging $1 a month? What's your business model? Maybe you
Okay.
can share a little bit.
As what I just told you above, right? The idea alone is good enough.
Okay.
That's where no one is doing this what we are doing until today, and that's where it grew me so big in the market. Which
Okay.
there's no one doing this. It's what the market want.
Yeah.
It's what the people need, and I call it what is the region need as well. I always categorize whoever that's serious and want and willing to pay high to study is only 20% of the market. People that don't want, lazy, will not pay is 80%.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Even if you have if it's so cheap, also people won't buy, right? Yeah.
So I'm targeting the 80% of people that not accessible or not have a chance to go college. I'm serving the uncollege market,
Oh wow.
ununiversity market. If you understand the market, is big. And if I bring this idea to a global scale,
It's even bigger.
it's even bigger. It's
Okay.
crazy. Yeah.
Okay, thanks for the initial and understanding on that. So bring me through again, very quickly. What's the number of students that you now have
Alright.
actively on your
So
platform?
we have 1.2 million learners right now.
1.2 million.
Yeah,
Okay,
coming
that's
from-
wow. That's a bit of almost like a bit of Singapore already. Which I'm from. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. So coming from 75 country.
Okay.
Because since day one, we already go global. That means
Okay.
my mindset, my plan is like, it's not a Malaysian company, it's a
Yeah.
global company.
Okay.
Since day one of the way we build the product is scalable since day one. So we already scale since day one. That's why we have this number.
Okay.
We currently have 750 coaches. We call
Okay.
it teachers
Wow.
working with us to
Okay.
provide all the content on daily basis,
Yeah.
coming from 25 country. So plus, we also launch at the right time. I launched at the pandemic.
Sure.
Okay, if you launch today, right, the market already not so
the players
active.
already. Yeah.
So I was not at the peak of pandemic.
Okay.
So I caught the wave. People say the wave. I caught the wave. I caught the timing. EdTech came at the right time. The industry was hot, and the markets, the opportunity was sexy. They talk about investor, right? I got investment funding. Everything at the right
Came
time.
together.
Came together.
I see.
That's helped me
Wonderful,
grow.
wonderful. Okay. I mean, so this is a bit about Reskill as a growing company, and you said you just told me earlier you are working towards a listing as well on NASDAQ. Tell me the mindset. I mean, you're not just aiming for. Malaysia listing is, I guess, quite more considered more regular.
Yeah.
You're going straight to NASDAQ. Tell me that mindset. That's obviously a very big move there.
Yeah. So I have a dream since young. You say it's an untold story. Young days, I always wanted to have a public listed company, go listing, right? Especially when you come into the tech, ultimate, that is the goal.
Sure.
Right. Of course, NASDAQ is the best for tech company in sense of listing.
Sure.
So with the young dream and what I'm doing in the tech, since day one when we started Reskill, we already have the end goal. We want to get listed in 5 years.
Okay.
So that's why we was reverse engineer. We reverse the plan towards what can we achieve or what should we do in 5 years to get to where we want. So the plan was this way. It's like a lot of people start business. I start first, see how lah. But when I all in, I need to make sure everything on the spot, and I cannot have a losing point or risk to lose anything.
Okay, but I'm sure there were challenges in this journey, right? To
of
build
course.
Reskill. How do you get through that? 5 years to list on NASDAQ is no joke, right?
No joke.
I not heard many companies that some 50 years already still have not. I have much to learn. I already run my businesses for 7 years now. I'm far from thinking about listing. So please, I want to hear some secrets as well. How do you overcome the challenges to even think about these things? Yeah.
And I think all come down. If I think back, if you ask me this question, like you say, it's a lot of hard work. Never stop working since day one.
Okay.
That means never stop, keep on doing. I think it all come from preparation. One keyword, I start with the end in mind.
Okay.
That is very important. If you just start a business, then you try, you see you can grow, you can see sustain, make profit, then you will take a long time. But to me, because of my past experience, I've done a lot of things before.
Okay.
When I come to this project, right, it's like all in. I already know what to do.
Okay.
This is what I want to do. Set, and then preparation was all done.
Okay.
Then the rest I can say is just leave it to God lah, or
Okay.
whatever. I leave
Okay.
it, and then I was blessed and lucky. Along the way, a lot of people came on board, and I always say one thing is because the concept worked. I'm not trying to scam you. I'm not trying to tell you lie. The people like the idea. People think this can work. This can go big. I think the importance of the business model are legit, and I think the support. You want people support. Of course, a lot of people support me along the way. I can say I'm very blessed and very lucky. But if I think back, it's all because of it makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it came from a good idea. You were something that you planned very hard for, and when you did it, then you went all in, and now you're where you are.
Yeah.
Preparing for the next phase of growth.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously you say you rode a wave, but the pandemic, of course, that wave has sort of come down a little bit.
Yep.
The tech space is also not exactly in the best position. Education, there's been a lot of revenge of human touch, right? Everyone's go back to concerts, go back to meeting, and so with edutech, has that been affected in terms of like even now AI also coming up? Does that take away a bit of your business and all the risks around that? If you can talk a bit about that.
Okay, I think this is a golden question everyone asking lah. But I have prepared this thing when I started Reskill. I foresee it will come back.
Okay.
People always say, who's your competitor? Is that all those big other platform that is already in the town? I don't want to say their name, no free marketing.
Yeah.
But I always say, no, my biggest competitor is physical learning. So how do I make sure I think about them first before other platform?
Okay.
So when I craft this business model, I always know online learning. I totally agree. This online learning will be complementary. It will be a secondary. It will not forever.
So you admit that?
I admit that.
Okay, so you're not trying to say like, wow, it must beat physical learning. Okay.
We are human beings. We still have to go on what we have to go
if not,
on.
we won't be doing like
that. I know. That's why I plan. Why is it $1? Why is it subscription? Why is it live? Why is it all these things? Why is it the class was 75 minutes? Everything that is planned is because to ready for aftermarket.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. So that's the way that you thought about it. So I mean, there's the debate between online versus physical. So you already admit, first of all, that physical should not and cannot be replaced.
Cannot be replaced.
But you want to be able to take a market where people will still look for online opportunities. And the truth is, I'm also looking to learn everything online, right? Whether it's about fitness, about whatever topics. My wife loves fashion, wants to know how to do her nails better, anything, right? And you want to be able to cater to this buffet of wide array of topics that people are looking for. Okay, so what's the most wide-reaching topics that you've covered on your platform?
Let me give you two scenarios.
Yeah, sure,
the
please.
hottest one that people that come to our platform to learn.
Yeah, I also want to do my own already.
It's more on entrepreneurship. Because now younger generation, they they don't want to work for you, boss, right? They want to be their own boss, right? So they will learn a lot of things to how to become own boss. That's why entrepreneurship is always the hottest thing. Because my crowd is catered, the biggest crowd is between 18 to 30 lah. Different thing that we do in our platform, like how to bake a cake, right? We teach you how to play mobile games. I even learn.
Teach how to play mobile games.
Yeah, today this is important,
Because you can earn money. I did read about it. You can really make a living out of it, right?
So it's like make a living for adult like us, right? It's a social for you to communicate for the younger crowd. That's true. Even we do yoga, cooking. Last 2 weeks, can you imagine? I done a class called horse painting. Learn how to draw a horse in online class. I tell you, there's 200 people in the class. I was surprised because we try to do out from traditional learning.
Sure.
I never imagined I can do a horse painting class in my class, and the student after online blah blah they show the result. I say some are funny drawing, but some are good. I say, wow, I cannot imagine.
Wow.
200 coming from 10 different countries learning horse drawing,
horse painting.
Painting.
And you got someone who's also expert at horse painting to sort of.
He on the class he show how to draw a horse live.
Oh, wow.
So I see this is a kind of career school that can go international, borderless. All you need is $1. You come in. You will not pay for horse painting class. You will not. But in Reskill, right? Accidentally you learn it. That's where you reskill yourself.
That's where reskill comes
Yes.
from. Okay, really good. So you say like online learning is complementary to physical learning, but I mean people also sometimes go for learning because they want to get accreditation, certificates. Is that something that Reskill does? And how do you create that kind of validity around it because
Yes.
oh, what is Reskill compared to Harvard or your Sunway University? You know,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. How do you manage that
Yeah.
expectation? Yeah.
I'll give you 2 points. One is we put ourselves complementary to university and colleges.
Okay.
I'm not trying to fight you. I'm very smart. I'm a smart businessman. Don't fight with things that you cannot fight.
True.
Work with them.
True.
So
Yeah,
I always say you cover your academic.
Yeah.
So when they come to career, they still need to learn whatever I just told you, right? So why don't just complement my thing into your program or your
see.
course package at $1 a month? Can you afford?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, anybody can afford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you put in. So a lot of university college are working with, because that's where they are missing also. The academic are missing career learning. We are focusing on career learning.
I
Yeah,
see.
that's
So
one.
your expertise at Reskills also on career, practical
Yes.
learnings like horse painting and
Yeah,
practical
yeah.
skills rather than maybe more academic kind
We
of
only
stuff.
do career learning kind of thing, no academic.
Okay, so you chose your niche. You really go
Yes,
deep in, and
right.
you have been able to go there.
Yes.
I'm learning stuff. I mean, I spoke to many founders, but I'm still surprised at what I can learn every day. And no, that's great to know that you're building it to this level. So, I mean, to go into back to your journey, and that's something I think is super important because for you to build this in 4 years, I know a lot of online learning platforms are not new.
They're
Even
not
before
new.
pre-pandemic,
Yes.
there's also these many platforms.
Yes.
But you have been able to grow in a short amount of time to have that many students, that many countries. If you give a bit of a secret, what are some of the hardest, maybe untold stories or in the midst of the journey or super difficult for you that you were able to overcome, obviously?
As a founder, right, one of the biggest challenges is always when at the starting point, whatever your idea, it sounds so silly, sounds so stupid for everyone. When you try to say it, explain, and then get support, it's very difficult one. So I gone through that very at the early stage. You know,
Okay.
people say, "Are you crazy? You think can work?
Yeah.
Oh, $1, how to make money?"
Yeah, I
I
mean,
say-
you must get 1 million customers to get $1 million. In
Yeah.
that sense.
So it's like a lot of challenges. So I
Yeah.
think the key to overcome this is you really trust yourself. You believe in what you are doing.
Okay.
Very clear, because I'm very clear. I want to foresee what is happening above, and I told myself I got nothing to lose. Why not I give it a shot? If I lose, I still can able to come back. My style is always, you plan your funeral before you start anything.
That's morbid, but a good
Yeah.
way to think about life.
Can you take your failure at the day if you fail this thing? Can you or not? If you say, if I fail and I can come back and do other thing, okay, you know your bottom line is
Yeah,
what. If I fail, then go back to work, you know, can sell nasi lemak, do a lot of things.
Anything, right?
Anything lah.
Yeah,
So that is how I overcome, and the challenges, not easy, and then really not easy. Going through 70, I mean, I fly personally to a lot of country to expand reskill, learning new culture, new places. Hell, a lot of incident happen in different country when we go,
really?
right?
For example, give me one, man.
I never imagine I will go Africa.
Oh, Africa. So you have customers in Africa as well?
Yeah. Okay, we select our niche, always niche. We always know where is our playground.
Yeah.
Our market currently is Asia and Africa. We only focus in Asia, Africa.
Okay.
Next year, we're going to open up Latin America and Europe
Nice.
side.
Okay.
So Africa is our target that I go. First time in my life, 36 hours reach there.
Wow.
You scared, you know, everyone's tell you scared about this, scared about
Yeah.
that. Then when we reach there, oh, I really cannot imagine how is Africa, you know, the food, the cultural, and we are so far away. Crazy thing, some life incident. One of my colleague went down, you know, suddenly got some sickness attack, you know, he fell down, you know. We also lost. We are, you know, quite worried what to do. But okay lah, luckily everything overcome lah.
Okay.
A lot of these things happen while we are traveling to a lot of
trying
countries.
to build the business, like going to multiple markets.
It's like almost lose a life when you expand rescue. It's like,
Wow.
wow, is this worth it? Other we think if everything okay, still worth it lah, still go lah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, that's a crazy story. Let's talk about a bit more. I won't say controversial, but Malaysia, there are not a lot of tech unicorns, right? Compared to maybe some other markets, let's say Korea, even Singapore for a small country, it does have a lot of big tech companies coming out of there, or a lot of people. I don't know if it's the right thing to say, but Grab was started actually in Malaysia, right? And then went to Singapore. So tell me, you obviously seem very proud Malaysian, Malaysian company to the world. Do you think there's an inferiority complex of Malaysian tech companies to the rest of the region, or do you feel like Malaysia has to catch up, or do you feel like it's just a misconception? You can share your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think Malaysia have the talent to go big, unicorn, whatever is it. Malaysia have the capability because our multiple races, we understand, we can flow in a lot of things very easily. That is our advantage, including we can speak multiple language. People are surprised, wow, we can speak English, Chinese, Bahasa.
3 languages, right? Yeah.
So with this is we got an advantage. But you have to remember, if you want to be in the Malaysian market, not big enough for you. If your business model are just focusing in Malaysia, definitely you cannot reach the unicorn. That's why Malaysian company have a challenge of doing this. So a lot of people say they want to go overseas, but their business model are not scalable and expandable easily.
Yeah.
I want to say easily.
Yeah.
So because of all this, that's why, as you say, it's controversial, and that is one thing is lacking there. And we always like to play safe. I always say Malaysia like to play safe. Copy some idea here, copy some idea there, because it's the safest thing to do, right? So if you understand Reskills, it's totally terbalik one, disruptive. No one do this. That's where I have a chance to go big, no? So that is what I think is still lacking behind. And the support in the ecosystem, a lot are just, I don't want to say, but sorry to say, a lot is just pattern only lah. You say support this, support that. What is the support?
Who are the pattern people? you can say
a lot lah. Some everyone in the ecosystem lah, right?
okay,
Including some of the entrepreneurs, they do just for fun only, or macam ada gaya. I see some come in today is like that. Tomorrow I thought you are this business. Oh no, I changed already. What? So chinsai one I mean, not serious I always say online learning is not something new, not something big. Because I do it big because I'm very serious. 100% all in. That's the difference only. Are you 100%? A lot is no. The pattern is like a lot of party. Some say this, some say that. Some they invest in you. What's the last investment you see in Malaysia?
Yeah.
Small lor.
Yeah. So that's where you see there is a challenge and you hope that Reskills can be a company that sort of breaks that trend and be able to be an example for other Malaysian companies.
Yes. So I'm in the ecosystem for very long. I'm started since 2010 in tech. It's like iPhone 3 era when I started. So we call it all dog.
Yeah.
So it's too long already. I saw all these things circle around. It's like a rat race. I always tell my other friends in the startup, they say me, wow, Reskills is crazy. I say, no, I'm the crazy guy that walk in front first. Anything, I die first. If I die, I tell you what not to do. So then you can improve on that. Someone have to be the crazy guy to do this, right? I say, at this time, seems like I'm the only crazy guy that want to do this. Let me go first. Let me go first. I don't know where I can go, but so far, so good. Why stay normal, right? But if we can do something, have a chance to break this, I'm willing to break this. I wanted to break this as well. That's the difference.
Wow, fantastic. Only one final question about. So what is your end goal now with Reskill, or in your life, what will make you satisfied now that you have already built Reskill to this level? What's your next, or your North Star, I would say?
North Star since day one, we say we want to go listed, right? So I think this year will be the year. We already start preparing. Whether this year, end of this year is our deadline, or early next year is our deadline, depend on the application process. So that is our first North Star. Once we reach the North Star, definitely will be the unicorn. Because the valuation numbers that we are getting definitely will be there. The next North Star we are challenging is, we just finished the 4th anniversary. I always having challenge to say this. It's a very big target, but don't know what is really what to say now, but I have to say now.
Come on, for the hearing it first time on Untold Stories. Yes.
So we want to challenge the Decacon status. Decacon, a
Malaysian
company.
Let's share more about that.
Decacon is a $10 billion valuation company. With our model, with our the way we do our scalability, I think we have a chance, right? Since we have a whether slight chance or big chance, at least there's a chance. Let's go for it. I think that's where we bring the spirit of a Malaysian company that want to challenge the status quo. We always go anywhere, we bring with the Malaysian flag. We are proud of what we do, representing Malaysia. I think that was the second North Star we are heading to, and then as to become a edtech conglomerate company that we do multiple vertical in education technology, that we go deep, go wide. We cover a lot of things. That's where the next 5 years plan we just announced last Saturday. That's our second North Star. And the last North Star is, I hope I build this company to leave a legacy and leave it to the second generation as well.
Wow.
Because
you have children?
Yeah, I have children.
How many?
I want.
Wow.
Last time I don't think about this. When you have children, then you start to think.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I have two, so I totally
Yeah,
understand.
you understand, right? This is a legacy for the family, and if we can to bring as it's a long term game. I want to do this long. If we can leave it to the second generation to run, why not, right? It was proudly to see, and then we can Reskill can turn into a lot of different things. You just have to keep it going, and going, right?
Wow, that's a massive, massive goal. Very, very inspired to hear your story, and I think what Reskill is doing. I think what I've learned today is something that first of all, you chose your niche, right? You did
Yeah.
not go and say, hey, I want to challenge the mainstream guys in that sense. I think that's smart because there's this term that says there's the richest is in the niche, right? And I think you chose your niche well rather than challenge the incumbents. You chose the career paths where people want practical support. You've gone to wide, even down to the funniest one, horse painting. Okay, I'm gonna go check that out. And I think and now you have already gone to 70 countries. You have growing your pool. I still cannot put a head around how you charge $1 per month, right?
Yeah,
is that right to say?
per month.
But I'm sure you have built a very strong business model to allow for things to move. So that is what you've done at Reskill is really great. I guess another final question I'd like to ask is, do you have any words for any potential entrepreneurs who want to go into this journey? You say you're the hottest lessons, right? In entrepreneurship, and you're Malaysian, proudly Malaysian. What would be something you want to say to a potential Malaysian entrepreneur who wants to build something like Reskill or any business? What would be your advice to them?
I always like to use few certain quotes that I always use. I share two with you. You have to do the right thing at the right time. Do what the market want, not do what you want. A lot of people do what they want. I like this. I don't care what is the market. So that's why, as you say, I don't want to fight. Be clever, select your route. You know the game plan and go to it. Then once you are big, then you don't care about the game plan. A lot of people don't care about game plan.
You must know the rules, bend the rules, then break the rules.
Yeah. So once I go listed, I can break the rules.
Yeah. Of course, because you have the power. You have shown your credibility.
Yes,
right?
yes. Then second thing I always like to use is dream big. There's no magic in small dream. You always aim high. If you shoot low, right, your target is still not bad. Yeah, so that's how I think. You see, when I tell to you, it's like so big. In my mind, am I scared? Yeah, I'm scared. Yeah, but I practice what I preach. I dream big first. If you not dream big enough, the other people that want to help you, they cannot come on board. If your ship is too small, how does you put in more people to support you? So my job is to create the ship bigger and bigger. So earlier 10 people support, now got 20, 100. Now the last event we do last week is like 700 people. 700 people. Do you have enough big ship to onboard them or not? Building the platform bigger, but of course it starts from the founder mindset. Yeah,
everything begins the founder, and with that, wow, this is great storytelling from Jin, and how he has built Reskill. So I think and this the untold story of online education platform that is trying to change the world one country, one topic at a time, in niches that people sometimes don't think about, but actually a lot of people privately maybe enjoy, right? From cake baking to horse painting to, of course, basic lessons like entrepreneurship, which I think is such a big thing these days. So thank you, Jin, for sharing your journey, and I look forward the next time maybe when you come back, you will be listed already. Hope to check in again on the great stories that you have in the future.
So.
Yeah, thank you very much, Jin.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
coming on the podcast.
Thank you, everyone. See you.
Thank you for tuning in to Untold Stories with me, Jeremy. And if you enjoyed these stories, please feel free to like and subscribe to us on YouTube and Anchor. I look forward to telling you more untold stories of inspiring founders who have made a difference in their industries. Until then, see you again soon.